Okay, so when you're ready, Cheryl, use the command "Let's go" because you're off leash, and start heading out away.
Gizmo, let's go.
There you go. Praise him.
Good boy.
And as the situation may get more difficult, more distractions, more dogs around, for example, then you want to give him more verbal feedback to support him. There's nothing wrong with occasionally giving him a treat if he's walking along with you. But also every now and then, intentionally go the opposite direction. Just move away from him, tell him let's go, and praise him again. Just so that you're setting the agenda for the walk. Because it's quite possible if it's a quiet morning, whatever, you don't encounter anything for a while. The first thing you see is a distraction, and his mind is kind of drifted. And he will get more and more in the habit of listening to you. It'll get easier for him as he practices more. So this is fine. There you go. Good. And so as long as he's moving in your general direction, he's fulfilling the requirements of the command.
Let's go, Gizmo.
So now you're coming between two fairly confusing ideas for him. Very good. And that's the best thing you could have done. Just say nothing. Let him do what he's going to do. Good. Now he's kind of locking on to Carly here. Super. Okay, come to a stop. Let him realize you've stopped, and now you can ask him for a sit or a down, whichever you prefer.
Gizmo, sit. Sit.
You can use your e-collar, but lift up on the strap of his collar and tell him sit.
Sit.
That's it. Good sit. Good boy. And then when you tell him stay, give the command before you move away, and try not to be petting him or doing anything else that redirects his mind when you want him focusing on a command instead.
Gizmo, stay.
Very good. So if it's just you and he, then just occasionally you would tell him good stay. If there's more distractions going on, you might want to do that with greater frequency, but not with a tone in your voice that sounds like I'm afraid you're going to move. So it's good stay, like good job, not good stay, good. Because if he hears that in your voice, he'll take advantage of it. Very good. Very good. And if it's going to be a long stay, walk in, hand him a little piece of treat. Good boy. That breaks up the duration. For example, if I'm starting a very young dog or a green dog, I will go in every 10 seconds and give him a treat. But if I do that 6 times, he's held a sit-stay for a minute. But he doesn't feel like it, it's a minute.
Stay.
And then I can do it every 15 seconds, every 20 seconds, and actually string him out further and further, but it doesn't feel any longer to the dog, and he gets accustomed to doing it. And this relaxed stay is what you want to see with him. Good. Now go ahead back to his side. And you want to return to that position where he's on your left. Praise him. And then you could go right to let's go if you choose, or you could tell him free.
Gizmo, let's go.
There you go. And then he's free to move around. And again, if you don't mind him socializing with whatever individual happens to be out there in the field, that's fine, as long as he comes away when you call him. Very good.
Good boy. Good boy.
All right, let's go with the down command this time. So you come to a stop, let him recognize you've stopped. Perfect.
Gizmo, down.
Very good. And you'll see here on the tape later that you bent down automatically and gave him a hand signal, and that's not incorrect, but it's a little more advanced to just give him the command by itself. Okay? It asks a little bit more of the dog. Very good. All right, so reinforce your stay and walk away from him.
Gizmo, stay.
So the length of a down stay is really what you need and what's practical. At his level of training, 10 to 15 minutes would start where would be my longer stays. Within 2 weeks, that could be pushed to 30 minutes. An advanced dog can do this literally as long as you need him to do it.
So if you need it longer, then sometimes maybe a crate would be better.
Yes or no, or give him that favorite chew toy to have while he's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to be thinking in terms of psychological comfort of what you're asking him to do. But sometimes, you know, things happen in life we don't have any control over. We're not around a crate. We need our dog to lay down and stay because something's happened we didn't anticipate. So practicing 10 and 15 minute periods of time prepares him for those unusual times. Very good.
Stay. Let's stay.
Very good. And you're reinforcing with the command, which helps him understand. So what I would not encourage you to do is releasing him from his stays from a distance. I would always go back to him, praise him for the stay, and release him there. And this way, in the dog's mind, he's never going to be getting out of that. There's nothing that encourages him to think, any moment I'm going to be called, and he learns to be more relaxed like this instead of antsy.
Gizmo, let's go. Let's go.
Keep walking. No, you don't have to. Hit your button.
Gizmo, let's go.
There you go. You know, sometimes the program just gets kind of stuck. So if you give him that body language with the command, it helps him understand. All right, let's send him over to his place. So get within about 5 feet of it before you say anything to him. A little bit closer.
Gizmo, place.
There you go. Oops. So reinforce the command. Tell him place. Point to your mat. There you go. Good.
Good boy.
Good.
Place.
And so if you give him any additional rewards, when you do, put it on different places on the mat so that you keep also demonstrating to him he's permitted to move around on that mat. It's not a down stay because it's going to look very similar to the dog unless you show him where the differences are. Okay? Very good.